evening. Brother T from the Led by the Lord channel. And this evening, never beg for a friendship or a relationship. Never beg for a friendship or a relationship. We should never beg for attention, friendship, or anyone's love. Someone who loves you will show it. So when experiencing situations of emotional injustice, remember, when you beg for a friendship or relationship, they are not real. They are one-sided and not consensual, which means that the participating individuals are engaging in the relationship willingly and voluntarily at all times. So we should never beg for a friendship or a relationship with anyone. If you don't receive the same effort as you give, so if you don't receive the same effort as you give, you shouldn't beg for that relationship. Amen. It takes both parties with the same purpose in mind. Be careful of those who want you to chase after them and beg them for their relationship. Purchase their relationships. Degrade yourself for their relationships and change who you are to fit into the relationship they want. Amen. Now, if these are things that you want to do, no one can stop you. If this is what you want to do, no one can stop you. And this happens in many cases, and it doesn't end well. It doesn't end well. People running behind people to gain their friendship. A friend is one that knows you as you, understands where you have been, accepts what you have become, and still gently allows you to grow. And when it comes to romantic relationships, Proverbs chapter 22, verses 24 and 25. Do not make friends with a hot-tempered man. Do not associate with one easily angered, or you may learn his ways and get yourself ensnared. Again, not a true relationship or friendship, but a hardship. Amen. Leaving one hurt and abused. And if your friendship and relationships are if they're affected by your past, move on, because you are living in the present and you don't live in that place anymore. And they are dwelling in the past. Amen. Isaiah chapter 43, verse 18. Forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. Don't ever decrease your worth to increase the worth of any man or woman. Don't ever decrease your worth to increase the worth of any other man or woman. Only decrease yourself to increase God. Only decrease yourself to increase God. Amen. When we find people who are willing to have friendships and relationships and are willing to reciprocate in good faith with you, these are going to be good and lasting friendships and relationships. And whether they are intimate or just friends, they are they all require love. For the word teaches us to love one another. So in closing, true relationships and friendships, true relationships and true friendships are consensual, are consensual. Amen and amen. It takes two to have a true relationship. It takes both sides to have a true relationship. One person running after another person for a friendship is not a true relationship. One person just turning themselves inside out to please another person is not a true relationship. A true relationship requires two individuals working together to cement together, to hold together that relationship that they both are into wanting it to be. Two people that want that relationship to be. So, as you see sometimes, and a lot of times it is young people and older people, but sometimes we'll see the young people and it'll be puppy love, they call it, their first loves, and it just doesn't work out. And they're willing to do anything, and when they've tried everything, then sometimes it gets violent. And it happens like that with older people too. They're in relationships with someone and they're turning themselves inside out and they're doing everything they can, and it's not working, and then it becomes a violent situation in some cases. And sometimes it doesn't end well because somebody goes off the deep end because they have put in so much and have received nothing. So let's make sure that our relationships are consensual, that we are both working on that relationship, that you don't have to chase after someone, whether it be a friend, a family member, a person you work with, whoever it is. You don't want to have to chase after someone's friendship and love. Because if they want to give love, they will give love. And if they don't want to get love, don't try to pull it out of them because you won't get it. And this is Brother T from the Led by the Lord channel, asking you to pray for me and I shall pray for you. And just be careful and just know that you're worth more than being walked on. You're worth more than a person who has to just run behind someone. You have worth, and it should be consensual. Amen and amen.